Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
A soft counter to the Zoe, this Gwen pick, also to Rumble, because she can nullify a lot of that poke with her mist on its own. But also into the Gragas, it's a pretty solid matchup. This Gwen, we've seen it so many times throughout the course. And here comes Owner once again. Element is seen. He's going to look to try to collapse here.
Yeah, when comes Lightning, going to come through, lands onto Carrier. Is now Element going to be forced to flash, get himself out of there, but Owner just flags, drags, gets himself straight in there for first blood. And Kwangdong Freecs, nothing that they can do to end.
Who lost a little bit of control over the jungle early, but is able to capitalize finally as the binding lands.
Yeah, Peacemaker comes through, and pop goes the Carrier. Umiyushi going to have to get out of there and get out of there. LM not going to be trifled with at this point in time. Hoyt could be in trouble here, though, as the Ignite goes down. The last auto comes through, and there's the flashback. I don't know what that was, but that wasn't it. Hoyt, as he's going to get...
This is a pretty huge moment for Unleashed Teleport, and the teleport changes because there's no way Fate can realistically teleport in here and contest. Fate and T1... I mean, it looks like they're just going to let this go.
Oh, no! You saw him, we were like, oh, this has got to be the beginning of something.
He has flash and heal.
Yeah, now let's see whether he's actually going to be able to survive. The answer is absolutely not, as Hoyt picks up the kill. And Owner is just going to take Shirley in trade. He's been hit by a lot of those, not going to lie. But yep, he definitely copped that one as Shirley. She's going to cram her skull into this outer turret in the mid lane, and T1 going to continue QE quite nicely. He'll be absolutely fine. Hoyt is so squishy.
Faker is just going to grab a free turret. He's already got one. He's going to get a second here.
Yeah. Oh man, how much health does that have? Jonas Strong. Jonas Strong.
Okay, he still gets it. He's all right. More than the gold right now, and they are going to collapse in here as Keen comes over, but there's just nothing. It's only Keen that collapses.
Hands of all the pressure from T1.
They have to give this turret up, or they're going to lose a turret and two members of their squad, though, so they do back away, and they're even zoned out of really, like, experience here for the most part. We're going to see Ellen walk in. They go for this spot. Again, you've got to be so careful. What are you doing?
Yep, just
like
exploding.
What?
That's exactly what's happening. Sometimes you take a bubble, and it just doesn't make you feel all that good. Hoyt is going to fight the wall.
He is basically a brick wall. Now he's chasing.
Oh no, now he's a lion! Looking for Fate, and he should just pop. He does. Fake is going to be able to pick up that one. He's got himself a Gale Force now as well, and it looks like they'll be able to augment this with a turret. Beautiful execution of their comp.
And every single thing we talked about in the draft, and the reasons why I really lean towards T1 is this draft has so much power in multiple ways. It's multifaceted, but what's really been working out for them in these skirmishes is the ability to just straight up grab a player and hard, whereas Gragas is happy to lose and play weak side.
Oh yeah, he's just got so much utility.
Look at his items too.
Well, Carrier is most likely dead. That knock-up in the middle of the blast cone, absolutely beautiful, but unnecessary, as Kwangdong Freecs are going to be able to lock him down.
But once she's dead and her mist is on cooldown, she can't do anything. And what allows this to happen? Fantastic warding from T1. There's a control ward on. How does he ever get stopped? He can CC whenever he wants. He can be where he wants with impunity. And Kwangdong have no vision here. They're just grasping at straws.
Yeah, teleport going to come on forward as now Kwangdong Freecs desperate to try and make this at least a 50-50. Keen going to dash on forward. Zayas taking a fair bit of damage. I have a feeling that Keen might be immune, but they do wait for the mist to wear off. Keen can dash himself away as Kwangdong have found themselves into relatively decent position, but it is going to be secured by T1. Now can they win themselves the fight is going to be the question as Keen just dashes his way out, and Kwangdong Freecs say, well, I guess we just can't engage against these guys.
And now you got to be careful because they're all getting sped up here. They got the heals from that Ocean Soul.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a pick potentially. Yep, Zayas is going to go down. True Shot Barrage. Oh my god, that value is absurd. Teddy's still alive though, and it's going to bait Owner further in. So much damage, but it's T1 that lose their jungler. Keen now flashing forward, but Elam once again going to fall down. Keen dashing to get himself out of the way, and he does have a lot of movement speed, so he'll be all right. It's a 1 for 2 so far, but you can see T1 with their Baron buffers still...
Quite a bit, but there's still an opportunity for Kwangdong to engage with Keen. He's got a nice flank angle here. He is seen. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, Blast Cone comes on over, looking for some damage onto Zayas, but Zayas doesn't really know how to take damage at this point in the game. I think that Keen just hit him with a snip, but it just didn't really do too much as T1 looking like they are immortal. They've got this Ocean Soul. They've got all of the shields from Carrier as well as Owner almost explodes. Does go down towards his stopwatch as 2,000 health, but it's going to reset the Elder Drake. Oh no, now Elam caught in the back of the pit. Has to throw down the Crescent Guard. Looks to get out of there as Zayas throws through the ultimate, doesn't do too much as, oh my god, Teddy's starting to rip them apart, but no, the Elder Drake is going to be secured, and now it's Gumayushi's time to shine. Grabs himself one, and oh god, this dragon is tearing them apart. T1 will now take this one to the bank and win game one.
T1 were on the back foot at the start of this fight, and then they also ended up losing a lot of control over the space around the Drake. They had, you know, several of their players were extremely low, especially Owner, who went down to like 1/5 health at one moment there, and yet they're still able to masterfully bring it back. The Drake resets, they're able to walk it back and force that backline away. The DPSs of Kwangdong taken out here, and T1, great in the macro, great in team fighting here across the board. This is what you want to see from one of our top 3 teams in the LCK.
Absolutely, the Nexus will be taken down, and as it goes down, Faker for the entire season unkilled. Can you believe it? Yes, it's only been one game, but still, it's a kind of cool stat.